As we open this sacred container of information, of sharing, I call upon spirit. I call upon our ancestors, the good ones, the ones that want to see us expand and explore the world without any loyalties. I call upon our guides, the good ones, the ones that are helping us move forward in our path of ascension. I call upon my higher self and the higher self of the soul that is watching this video. I ask Archangel Michael to shield and protect this space. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Clear, remove, and send to a perfect place all entities that don't serve the highest good of the sharing of the knowledge of this video. I call upon Archangel Raphael to share the beautiful emerald green light of healing and support. And I ask Archangel Metatron to come forth and help with the access to truth, help us connect to the spiritual understanding of everything that we are seeking at this moment. Thank you, Spirit, for your love and support. And with gratitude, I start this conversation. Welcome, dear soul, to the Blooming Lotus Healing Channel. My name is Jakara, and I am a spiritual healing facilitator. I work with the Akashic Records and I clear energies that are not serving the highest good of souls that are seeking support. And today I kind of wanted to talk about a specific question that I saw online, and I thought it was really interesting, specifically because it talks about the twin flame relationships. And this specific question was around, are twin flame relationships toxic? And this is something that has come up before in my readings and conversations with my clients, and especially because there is a spiritual element to the twin flame connection, right? That sometimes is very hard for us to find a really a definitive answer. And if you want to learn a little bit more about the twin flame relationship and decipher if you are in fact in a twin flame journey or not, then I want to invite you to stick around and watch this video. So the first thing that we want to really pay attention to is, first of all, when we're asking this question of, is this relationship toxic? We want to really go back into ourselves and recognize if there's anything within ourselves that could potentially be, in a way, at play in regards to the decisions that we make with in regards to the people that we invite into our lives. So, if we come from a background where we didn't receive, like a support, we didn't have a support system in our home. Maybe we had some narcissistic parents. Maybe we had some experiences that were toxic, that were normalized into our lives, then it is very common for us to really go, when we go forth in our lives and we're becoming adults and we're creating relationships and we're basically attracting people into our lives, we tend to choose people that will reflect the mirror, right? That will give us the mirror of what we have experienced in the past, because it's what we know. So that's the basis, right, of recognizing when we are moving towards this space of recognizing where we're at, where we come from, and then seeing if moving forward, if as we move forward, if we're making decisions based on these subconscious beliefs, that these behaviors that were toxic, that were normalized in our lives, are at play in our relationships. And, granted, I am not a therapist. I'm not a licensed therapist, but I am a spiritual healer. And a lot of people that come to me a lot of times have experiences that could potentially need therapy. Okay. So that's where I have to really come into into an agreement with myself to recognize when someone really needs that additional help, because they have gone through really intense trauma and they need that additional mental health support. So if you are someone that right now is experiencing a relationship that is toxic, regardless if they're your twin flame or not, you want to make sure that you are making decisions that are for your highest good at the moment. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the situation here is about, most likely, what you're learning in this interaction is the essence of self preservation. And self preservation is just as important as any other expression of love. Self preservation is an expression of love. If you really look at nature and you look at everything around us, you can see that the energy of self preservation is very present in every single expression that is or of life, right? So, for example, if you see, a deer, right, running away from being eaten, right, or being hunted, that is the act of self preservation, because we want to be, in essence, we want to be alive, we want to be well, we want to live a healthy life and long life, right? That's in essence in every single aspect of any living thing. So if you are in a situation where your mental health is at risk because of the fact that you may have certain experiences that have created a trauma, whether they are from a past experience from this lifetime, or maybe from a past experience from that current relationship. If you are in that situation, regardless if this person is confirmed your twin flame or not, I believe that the best practical option at that moment is to remove yourself from that situation so that you can heal yourself. Because that could potentially be the lesson that you're meant to learn with that soul family member. So with that said, if you are experiencing again a relationship that feels toxic with that soul that potentially could be your twin flame or any other sort of flame in your family and your soul family, then I would recommend to remove yourself from that situation and then seek the support so that you can feel better, and then also seek support to heal and clear any karmic entanglements that could be at play at that moment. So what happens with a twin flame journey is that when you find yourself in front of a soul that is so close to you at the soul level, okay? And I want to really be clear about this. Your twin flame is not the other half of you. Your twin flame is quite literally another soul that is energetically basically aligned with you in many different levels, and you have had many lifetimes on this planet and even other planets together. And when you both come here, when you both come into connection here on this planet, you come here to resolve any sort of karmic issues, especially if you're having a difficulty with connecting with the soul. So if you're having difficulty connecting with the soul, and there's this resistance, this runner chaser situation, or maybe these toxic traits that are showing up in this relationship, what happens here is that you're here to really resolve these karmic issues. And sometimes this resolution can potentially be that separation so that you can learn self-preservation. And I know that this might be against what a lot of people think, that twin flame is supposed to be union, but not all twin flames are meant to be in union on this planet at the same time. Some of us come in contact with twin flames for the purpose of healing so that we can continue our path. Sometimes we come in connection with our twin flames because we're meant to be activated in certain ways and woken up in certain ways so that we can continue our path of ascension. The twin flame journey is not that Hollywood experience of the other half that we are told. Really, the twin flame experience is all about ascension. It's purely a soul relationship that has a soul connection to you and a soul purpose with you. So, beyond the experience that you have here on this planet, that can potentially create that confusion, because we are here experiencing that duality. We're here experiencing all of the different elements of what it is to be human. You want to really see this as an invitation to see beyond that humanness that you're experiencing at this moment. So I hope this really helps you see beyond that. Now, I wanted to mention something about an article that I found as I was searching this. I found an article that I kind of wanted to clarify, and I'm going to leave that article down in the description below. And some of the things that they mentioned here were medically reviewed by a licensed therapist, which of course they are focusing the conversation here towards toxic relationships, where I agree with a lot of things that they're saying here. I disagree with certain things that they are trying to explain in regards to what is a twin flame. So here on this article, they're saying that the concept of the twin flame is mirror souls that are basically two souls in one, like two pieces of the same soul. And I want to clarify that that is not true. That is actually not true. The both souls are fully in their own blueprint, but in their full capacity, and they're not necessarily missing a piece. However, again, what I want to clarify here about this is that the soul is basically coming from a very close relationship with the other soul, so much so that energetically and vibrationally, there is that mirror effect between each other. Okay. This can also happen with soul relationships that are outside of the twin flame spectrum, but they're still considered flames, such as what we call the flame sibling, which would be a little basically a step out from the twin flame relationship. And as we call it, the flame basically is given the fact that it is it has an energetic intensity, and it could potentially have karmic entanglements that need to be resolved. Now, this doesn't mean that other type of relationships don't have karmic entanglements. All relationships can, all soul relationships can. However, because of the essence of the of or because of the closeness of the flames that are related to your soul, these relationships can feel more intense than the others. So this is one thing that I wanted to clarify about this. The other thing that I wanted to clarify about this other was that they're basically talking about the signs of the twin flame, and this intense sense of familiarity, this strong sense of connection, the similarities, the differences that complement each other, the amplification of insecurities, inspiration to grow and be better, the presence of tension. All of these are true, but they can also be true with your other flames as well. Hence the reason why these concepts or these signs are not really enough for you to really determine if someone is your twin flame or not. This is the reason why I highly recommend that you get someone to, first of all, connect to your Akashic records and tap into your records to find out your soul relationships, so that you can determine if someone is in fact your twin flame or not. So this can be found at the Akashic level, at the Akashic record level. So you can definitely find this out and then get that confirmation just by going by the signs that are mentioned here. It's really not enough, because I have seen these same signs happen with other flame relationships in my own life. So it's kind of hard for us to really find that discernment to really determine that someone is in fact our twin flame. Okay. Now, the other part of the article that they talk about here is the twin flame stages, which is the yearning stage, the meeting stage, the falling in love stage, the honeymoon period, the turmoil and testing period, the runner and chaser and surrender, dissolution, and oneness. Now, this is definitely a truth in regards to the pathway of someone who is uh, in the twin flame um, pathway of union when it comes down to union in a romantic partnership. But as I have mentioned before, your twin flame can also be someone who is not related to you at a romantic level. It could be someone such as a family member or even a friend. So you don't necessarily have to express romantic connection with your twin flame every single time. So it's really important to really invite that expression of the twin flame into our thought process. And the reason why is because this is going to help us really feel into the discernment, right? Of why are we really trying to attract someone into our lives, right? And why are we trying to keep someone who may be toxic in our lives? So you want to make sure that you know that you're looking at the twin flame experience solely as a soul relationship. That's basically what it is. It's just the soul relationship. It's an explanation of a soul relationship. It's a expression of a soul relationship, but it's not. But this expression of the soul relationship can be shown in many different ways here on Earth. So I hope that resonates with you, and then let me know in the comments if you are on a twin flame journey, if you've determined already that you have a twin flame, and is this person someone that you are wanting to have as a romantic partner, or is it someone that you have as a friend? And if that's the case, then let us know in the comments so we can find out together, how much of that twin flame journey is really expressed in so many other ways. And if you don't know who your twin flame is, or you're not sure who your twin flame is, you can always again come back to connect to the Akashic records and find that information out. So again, uh, the falling in love stage, the honeymoon period, the turmoil and testing period, runner chases, surrender and dissolution, oneness. That is definitely something that can be expressed. But just so you know, there could be different karmic pathways that you can be potentially expressing, and your karmic pathway with your twin flame is going to be different, or your twin flame pathway, let's just say, is going to be different for you and then for the next person. And you're probably wondering, well, does everyone have a twin flame? Yes. And does a twin flame a relationship have to be toxic? No, absolutely not. Does a twin flame relationship that's toxic, is that something that I need to keep in my life because they're my twin flame? Absolutely not. You have full you have full responsibility for your life in this lifetime. And you've got to also be aware of how this relationship is showing up in your life and what are the lessons behind it. So the lessons can be, I'm going to love myself. I'm going to learn how to love myself. I'm going to learn how to preserve my mental health. I'm going to learn how to set my own boundaries. And guess what? Your twin flame is your biggest teacher by being that expression of showing you how to do that in a way that can bring some tension into your life, right? So I just want to invite you to really set the intention to connect to your heart space, set the intention to really connect to what your needs are. What is it that you need in a relationship? And are you able to expand from the concept of just having a twin flame? And are you using the twin flame uh, path as a way of keeping yourself in a toxic situation? And if you are asking yourself why, and what can you do to move forward. And if you need additional support, I just want to invite you to uh, consider getting an Akashic record clearing. You can set an appointment with me. I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. And also, if you are interested in learning how to clear energies between you and your loved ones or not so loved ones, I want to invite you to go into my website, thebloominglotushealing.com. I have basically created this beautiful method. It's called the Beloved Method, which is going to help you connect to your higher self, connect to your Akashic records, find out for sure if someone is your twin flame or not, and find out for sure what relationship you have with other people, what soul relationship you have, and find out what type of unhealthy cords do you have with another person and how to clear those. If you want to learn how to clear the energies between you and another soul, and you want to learn how to free yourself from these addictive energies, and you want to free yourself from these toxic traits that can potentially be affecting your pathway from moving forward and finding yourself making decisions that are for your highest good, then I want to invite you to take my Beloved Method class. I want to thank you for watching this entire time. I cannot express to you my gratitude for listening, for sharing my videos, for supporting me. I want to invite you to share in the comments, what do you think about this video? Do you have any other videos that you would like me to make? Do you have any requests on videos that you would like me to, or subjects that you would like me to talk about? And I also want to invite you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet. If this is your first time watching a video from me, I have so much stuff going on here. I have meditations, I have live streams where we do live readings. We got so much stuff, juicy stuff in here. So I want to invite you to just come on in and subscribe and be part of the tribe. And I also want to invite you to share this video with someone that maybe needs to listen to what I have to say here. Maybe you know someone who is struggling right now. Share this video with them so that they can find a way to move through these heavy experiences and be able to find freedom for themselves. Not only are you helping this channel grow, but you're also helping that person. So thank you so much for watching all this way. I want to send you all my love your way. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Thank you and namaste.